So the winner in the end for the Global versus Japan competition was, or is, JP, and of course that means that Global gets the Yamcha. And technically, if you play both versions of the game, he technically didn't lose, but I would prefer to have the, the Vegeta on my Global account, but I suppose the Yamcha is an exclusive as well, and it's not like it matters too much because both the cards kind of suck. But I'm going to show them off today, and yeah, hope you guys are having a great stay as always. And if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. Now it's time to show off this man, and then of course going to go ahead and jump onto the Japanese version. And not expecting too much from this, but it will be interesting to see just how well he performs at Super Attack 1 against Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And I would imagine that in the coming hours we are going to get a data download, potentially the official Dokkan Twister, pardon me, will actually reveal the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta leader skill as well as Omega Shenron, because for whatever reason they've been keeping the leader skills on like lockdown, and I would imagine that it's because they don't want it to be revealed too soon and they want to reveal it in their own time, right? And that tells me that it's going to be something special, something that we haven't seen before, which I am definitely looking forward to. In before, it's just a regular leader skill that gives free key and like a 120% stat boost to specific types. Most likely going to be the hero and villain leads, but like even if they are just hero and villain leads, they can execute it in such a way that it's unique and at the same time it's usable. So definitely gonna see, pardon me, definitely gonna see how that goes. Now, we don't have the Yamcha, so I am probably just going to blast through the stage. Okay, let's grab these, and it's very likely that Gogeta is going to take him out, but I'm going to avoid super attacking with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And the problem with using this team is that every single unit on this team just hits super hard. And yeah, Gogeta is going to take him out here, and it's crazy to see how well he's evolved up until this point in the current meta, and he is taken care of. He's not as good as the Int one, even when he is fully maxed. Like, a fully maxed STR Gogeta is still inferior to a regular Gogeta, the Int one. Now, let's... okay, so let's grab these then. And I actually haven't seen a super attack yet, so definitely looking forward to seeing this. And I would imagine that he is going to hit maybe in the 150k region, because 77% ARB is pretty big, and of course he does get that boost from the GT Goku, and there it is. So not optimal by any means. His link set is just absolutely terrible for this particular team, and to be fair, the other Vegeta doesn't have a good link set either, and he is actually an extreme type, so he wouldn't even be able to perform that well on this particular team. So when I jump over to JP, I am most likely going to use a Omega lead. Is that probably the best thing to go with? I'm going to try to find a Janemba friend as well, of course, so maybe Omega / Janemba, and of course I'm not exactly comparing the two, I'm just trying to show off their greatness to you guys. And yeah, like I was saying, definitely expect a data download in the coming hours, and that is going to be hype, most likely on JP, because they don't really tend to leak too much stuff over on the global version, but I suppose we will find out eventually. And there is actually going to be a maintenance, but I think the maintenance is going to occur during a period where I don't know, to be honest. It's weird. I don't know how they're going to execute this entire thing, because this is the first time where we've had a Dokkan event happen at the exact same time with the exact same unit. So will be interesting to see how this goes, and it will most likely happen around 2 p.m. 2 a.m. my time, which should be around 9 p.m. for some of you guys. I don't know. I'm not really good with the times and such, because they are always changing the time zones and how the game functions. So I'm not going to give you guys my word on what the exact time is for that data download, because they tend to change the times for the data downloads anyway. But we do know for a fact that we are getting a data download, or a maintenance at least, on the global version. And they are officially coming out tomorrow in around a day. Well, actually, depends on when this video goes up, but in around a day and a few hours is when the event is officially supposed to be coming out. And it's actually going to come out on the global version first, and then it will be released on the Japanese version 10 minutes later. So not that much of a difference. I don't know why it's coming out on the Japanese version like 10 minutes later. maybe just to prevent the servers from overloading, because I would imagine that both versions of the game are going to go down. Or maybe they won't, just because a few people are going to prioritize one version over the other, because I would imagine that quite a few people play both versions of the can't speak, both versions of the game, so they may just decide to go with one, and maybe that will allow the servers to balance out, or maybe this maintenance is to ensure that the servers don't go down, but we shall see, because we all know that when the Super Saiyan 4s were released on both versions of the game, the servers were down for quite a bit, but I am hoping that I can at least summon before the servers do go down, even if it's just one video to get out to you guys, but it's unavoidable, isn't it? Well, this Goku is going to super attack no matter what. Actually, that's a lie. Let's avoid a super attack with him, avoid a super attack with him. Might as well go ahead and super attack with Gogeta though, and keep in mind that these guys can still get additionals, but I don't want to spend too much time on these particular stages. I just want to get them over and done with as soon as I can, but I do want to show off the Yamcha super attack one more time before I move on to the Vegeta. And here we go. And if you haven't seen my summoning video already, spoilers, I actually managed to pull the in Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, which is great, and of course we go Great Ape. So most likely just going to take out this event, and then moving on to the Vegeta, which I'm looking forward to. Of course, I don't exactly have the right leads to show him off, but I'm going to try my very best to pick the certain leads that I need to show him off as best as I can. And who knows, maybe in the future I will max out both their super attacks, and it's not like they're going to be good in that situation either. But, I mean, I suppose if you don't have that great of an STR team and you're missing out on certain top tier units, they could potentially have a spot there, but they just don't have any good links at all for those particular teams. So, and is he dead? Okay, he's dead. Gonna move on to the Japanese version, and I will see you guys there. Okay, so I am now on the Japanese version of the game, and there he is, the pink shirt Vegeta, which unfortunately we do not have on global. But look at my man, just sitting there on that rock, and again, he is very similar to Yamcha. Like, these units just aren't supposed to be that great. They are more of a trophy thing. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how well he performs on the leads that I'm going to pick. And if this game loads, that would be absolutely lovely. And for some reason, it's taking forever. So I suppose I will have to see you guys in a few moments. So, funnily enough, I actually managed to find a Janemba friend straight away. So, thank you to whoever you are. And I appreciate the Janemba. And we have him in the first rotation. I suppose it's not weird that he is an extreme type, but I was kind of expecting him to be a super, of course, because it's either going to be extreme or super. But they decided to go with extreme, which is fair enough. And if you want to put him on that extreme team of yours, go ahead and do so. And I do not have Super Saiyan 4 Goku on my team, which means that I don't have very many hard hitters apart from Janemba, of course. So, this is what we are going to start off with. Let's go over this. Gonna try to super attack with Janemba, and there we have it. So again, not linking with anyone at all. He's got that Gallic guy in the pink shirt on, so I was expecting them to have different super attack animations, but they just kind of changed the look of the sprite, and that's pretty much it. And now look at this card, looking nice, loving that super attack animation, and he gets the crit. Okay, fair enough. So Janemba was actually pretty decent. It's a shame that you can never find a frame, but that's not the point. It's not like I have him anyway, but it's been a while since I've used Omega Shenron actually. Let's go ahead and grab these. Of course, Gohan is self-sufficient, and let's grab these as well. I don't think my Omega Shenron on the Japanese version is Super Attack 10. I believe he is at Super Attack 7 or 8. I just never really managed to finish him off, and that was back when I was focusing on my villains a bit more, but now I don't really use villains too much. But who knows? Maybe with the introduction of Omega Shenron on a global version, I will be able to obtain him. And I'm in such a weird predicament, because normally I would just go for the units on JP, right? But because they are dropping on both global and Japan, I'm going to go for, you know, both of them on the Japanese version, or global version rather. Repping the global squad. Oh, okay, so they do link. Fair enough. I don't know what link that is. Maybe Saiyan Pride or Saiyan Lineage, one of the two. And he's not going to super attack, so it doesn't exactly matter. But yeah, this is like the first time in a while that I'm kind of prioritizing the global version, which is nice, I suppose. There we go. How is he hitting, like, less when he's getting the boost from 2 of these units? He's getting a 33% attack boost from Super Saiyan 3 GT, and 30, I think it's either 25% or 30% from, what's his name, from Bardock. It's probably something really obvious that I'm missing, but at least we are making progress, which is what we are trying to aim for here. And here we go. So of course, in comparison to Yamcha, he is missing out on a 50% boost, but he's still performing pretty well. So of course we have Omega in that first slot to tank these hits. Hopefully he will. Man, I miss the old meta. It was just so refreshing because every team was different. They all worked in their different ways. Every lead was different. It was a lot of fun. And it's not to say that, like, here's the thing. On Global, they could definitely go down a different route to JP and have a ton of unique units. But I don't know if that is going to be the case. And who knows, they may even release Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku and Cooler at the exact same time as Omega Shenron and... what do you call it? As Omega Shenron and Gogeta, which will be absolutely insane. And who knows, maybe the last lead to be released, which would technically be the Int type, is going to just be Gogeta, which means that we are going to have... wait, that means that we legit only have one villain lead. I mean, I guess you could count Omega Shenron. Maybe they release Kid Buu and... what's his name? Kid Buu and Gogeta at the exact same time. Maybe that's what they're going to do. Just release 2 units at the exact same time, and then you get to pick between the 2. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Of course, we did get the leaks for the JP banner. I don't know if they are official, but Cooler and Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku are on those. This is the Japanese version, by the way. So it's definitely possible that Global has some version of that. And keep in mind that both of those units are actually in the database. And the on-Dokkan form of Cooler is actually fully translated. The Dokkan version isn't, but with this maintenance, they could definitely translate both of the units. So I'm hoping that they do that. Just will be another unit that you can add to your collection, and it will be another lead. So looking forward to what they decide to go with. And Global's just feeling like a completely different game at this point. So it's just so unpredictable to see what's coming next, especially because they're releasing these Dokkan events at the exact same time on both versions. But it's exciting because it's different, right? Now, we should be able to take him out with Janemba here. And I kind of wish I pulled for him a bit more, but I went way too hard for Gogeta dupes. And one of the reasons why I actually went for a ton of Gogeta dupes, or 2 at the very least, is because his free ability is crit. And that is where, well, that's one area where the N-type units do get shafted. The fact that their free ability is crit, and then you have a look at the other units, and their free abilities are like, let's not do that. You have Tech and STR with crits, you have Agility and Physical with additionals, and it's just a shame that they had to give Dodge to the N-types. I mean, I suppose Dodge is nice, but in comparison to the other abilities, it is a bit underwhelming. And if we get Super active, we could very well die. But I think you guys get the point. Both of these units are just basically supposed to be trophies. Nothing to be taken seriously, I suppose, unless you legit just don't have too many great options. And I don't know how long I'm actually going to survive here. Okay, instant 12 key. Not complaining here. Dokkan mode isn't on the cards. We are pretty close to it. Would have been nice to get it with Janemba, but it's not very likely despite getting the red orbs. I mean, we are definitely going to get it next time round, but let's see what he can do here. Maybe a crit. Is that going to be enough? Or an additional? Okay, no crit here. And then, of course, we have Omega Shenron. I'm surprised that the newer leads are like only Buhan and Super Vegeta, because I saw quite a lot of people bring that up. That the hero or the next meta is going to be starting off with Vegeta and Janemba, and who knows, maybe that's something that they had in mind at first, but they just changed it over time because they thought that they were rehashing too many events. But we are about to get a Dokkan mode with the man, the myth, the legend, that is the Pink Shirt Vegeta, and this video has actually gone on for quite a while, so if I die now, I won't be opposed to it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, of course I missed number 5. Let's see how hard this man can hit. Here we go. I know he has no crit, but Immerfoy just manages to get a crit somehow. It's just like an inbuilt Dokkan mode mechanic. Or built in, rather. 200k. That's pretty impressive. I expected him to hit for, like, way less than that. And we still haven't been super attacked. He is definitely going to super attack Gogeta at the end there. Here we go. And my Gogeta on JP is only super attack 1. So, admittedly, he is a bit of a scrub in comparison to my global one. And I still have not been super attacked. What is going on? Well, never mind, because we are going to take him out with Janemba, hopefully. I mean, even if he does get attacks, he can dodge and tank, so it's cool. And are we going to dodge? You aren't going to dodge. But, of course, we guard against all types, so 10k. And going to finish him off here. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy today's video, as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Definitely come back later for when the data download happens, or maybe they will just release some videos themselves. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day as always. Hope you guys have a great time pulling for these great units. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.